So we're talking about association, upgrading our associations. And an incredibly special person in my life just walked in the room. And so I want to have her come on up to the front of the room. My fiancée is here. Her name is Heather. Heather, if you can come on up to the front of the room. Let's give Heather a big hand. Now, your spouse or significant other, that key relationship in life, we all know it's a very special relationship. And I'm going to actually have Heather speak for just a little bit. And what I wanted to talk about, one of the things that we do for each other is we are each other's number one cheerleader. And the reason why it's important to me to be her number one cheerleader and vice versa is because of the uniqueness of that relationship. And so I'm sharing this with all of you because if you have spouse or significant other, special person in your life, I want to plant a seed. We're going to role model for you this. We're just going to speak about it for just a little bit, and Heather didn't know that, so this is all new for her. But could you just talk about, why is being a cheerleader for your spouse or significant other, why do you think it's important?
Oh, I think it's integral in order to function on a day-to-day basis. We now have between us 4 kids, and so I basically upgraded my family basically from 2 to 4. And so it's important for us to get through the day and to support each other in every way we can. I had no idea you were going to do this right now. How are some questions and answers?
I'm just going to chime in on that and just say one thing, and we are going to take a break. And what I want to share with you guys is this. In that relationship, if your spouse or significant other, so if Heather says something to me that's negative, it hurts more because of who she is in my life. Unfortunately, she doesn't do that. If she sends me a negative text, and she doesn't do that, but if she does, it impacts me more because of who she is, and vice versa. If I give her encouragement, or she gives me encouragement, it's uplifting more, right? So if somebody in my life comes up to me and they're sharing gratitude and they're encouraging me, it's impactful. But it's even more impactful when it comes from her because of who she is. And so what that does for me as a man is it gives me even more confidence to go out and step up into my greatness. So to all ladies in the room, understand when you're interacting with your man, it impacts him because you can do something for him he can't get anywhere else. And it's important to know that. And if you say something negative, it can impact him negatively more so than anybody else. And then the flip side, for those of you that are men in the room, what you say to your wife or significant other, it impacts her differently than any other relationship. So I just want to encourage you to be uplifting. One thing that we do on a regular basis, 1 or 2 positive texts throughout the day. One thing I text her just about every single day, I tell her she is the most beautiful woman in the world. And I send her that text just about every day. And that's something that you all can do in that special relationship. Association, incredibly important. We just had Les Brown on the line. That association is important. It's nothing on Les, but this relationship is a lot more important, hundreds of times more important than my relationship with Les. And so when you have that relationship, you want to water the garden. You want to nurture that relationship because we all want to have great relationships, and this is where it starts for me. So I want, she's in the room. I want to be able to convey that message. It's different since she's here. We're going to take a break. Jenny has